welcome back to It's a Miracle Beauty. So I wanted to do an unboxing of my last BirchBox that I, as of now, am not ordering. They recently changed their program so that it goes from 10 to 15 and we are supposed to get better samples. So I believe last month was the first month of this, and I wasn't disappointed, but I wasn't excited either. Like, it just didn't meet my fancy. I always say that phrase. It just didn't get me ramped up or excited about it, okay? Now, BirchBox does have kind of a different program. You don't get the free bag. You do get the cool box, though, that I use for everything I've posted in every video. So it's just kind of a different program. So if you go into BirchBox saying, oh, it's going to be another Ipsy, you'll be disappointed, I'll be honest. They don't have add-ons. You can purchase from them full-size products at discounts typically, which is nice. But they don't have the $3 or $12 add-ons. They don't have a bag. Like, it's just different. Ipsy kind of broke the mold. It's kind of like BoxyCharm and the BoxyLux. It kind of broke the mold on some things. Like, I would have never paid $59.99 for a box until I tried BoxyLux. And then I love FabFitFun, and I would have never ordered it if I hadn't tried BoxyCharm or BoxyLux. So I just feel like certain boxes are kind of paving a new path for these boxes. Now, let me back up for a second to say, BirchBox did announce that they're going from 10 to 15 in order to improve their program. So they're trying to make sure that they stay current, they stay with the trends, and I can appreciate that about any brand. Change is hard, and you don't know what's going to happen when you offer a price increase. You can lose customers, you can have issues. I respect that BirchBox is trying to improve. I totally respect that they're trying to make sure that they give their clients what they want. I just, at this point in time, especially receiving all these other boxes, including Allure and all these, I just don't see the need to continue right now. I am not closing door to the future, because I'm going to tell you what, if I see June's box or any of the curated boxes, I'm going to be like, and it's something I was dying to get, I'm going to totally regret it. So, that being said, this is the May 2019 BirchBox. This is the only month of the 4 that I got them that I chose a curated box. I chose a curated box, so this is what it looks like. It actually has like women all over the box, which I think is awesome that they specialize the box for which curated one you buy. So mine was all female creators, and women empowerment, that's all I gotta say. So they do give you a Stronger Together sticker, and then it also, I love this, it says together we are unstoppable. So I just have to throw a caveat in there. That is the truest statement of all about all subgroups in the world. If you unite together, you can conquer anything. If you're petty and you fight with each other, nothing's going to get done. So I just hope that as people grow and mature, some of this pettiness stops, because I see it every day. And I am not talking much to the beauty community. Some of the things I see on Twitter and different things, that people are so vicious, and I don't get it. So I don't live my life like that. I received, now I am going to be transparent here. This is the second time I'm filming this, and my BoxyCharm will be a second time, because I did the whole thing. I loved it. I literally thought I had nailed it, and then realized my microphone was not on. Amateur hour, I tell you. And that's the truest statement ever, let me just tell you. So digging in to this, I am going to try to actually give you the prices on time, since I mess up in every video and did in the one that I recorded. So the first thing that I actually want to show you is the Smith & Colt. It's Doe, my dear, it's called. It's nail polish. This is not a full size, but I would say this is a pretty nice size travel. If I was a nail polish fan, I'd be so excited. Although I do have to show one thing. I don't know if it was meant to be like this or what, but it literally just pops off. Well, anyways, maybe it's for travel. I don't know. I have never purchased anything from Smith & Colt. I have no idea about the brand. So this, I think, is a very generous size. So if we're thinking back to what I said about BirchBox, that they're trying to kind of redesign their program, do better products, better sizes, nailed it. It's a name brand in a good size. So I personally, like, I'm natural 90% of the time. Every so often I get a bug and go get fake nails. I never keep them on. I think the longest I have ever kept them on is 6 months, and that literally took every ounce of patience in my body. I hate sitting there. It is the most awkward thing, and I'm an extrovert. I can deal with awkward situations. I will roll with the best of them. But it is so awkward to have someone so close to you and so in your personal space that doesn't like to talk to you. It doesn't, and I had somebody comment to that and say, oh, well, it's just because you went to an Asian salon. No, actually, it's all the salons. It does not matter what their ethnic background is. in sales, I work in sales, you have to make small talk with your customers. You have to make them feel special. You have to, you know, I'm trying to think of the word for it, but it's like this false caring you have to express. I work in insurance sales of all things, and I have to know people's kids' names. It's just crazy how you have to get to know things. So I personally, it's not that I think they're unreasonable for acting that way. They're doing their job. But I just don't have any use for the fakeness, and that is not the only setting. I get my hair done maybe twice a year. I hate sitting down for 2 hours for my hair. And then also, it doesn't matter how awesome my hairdresser is. And I have to say, I have some pretty kind, caring, loving hairdressers in my life because my family have a lot of hairdressers too. But for some reason, they're like natural therapists. You go in there saying, I'm never going to tell anything, and pretty soon you've poured your guts out to them and realize that you have no idea who that person really is. So I just think these sales fake environments, I'm not made for. I'm not. It's all I can say about it. I don't mean anything negative to the professions. They are doing their job. This is me. So that one would be $18 for the full size. Now, again, I am assuming this is a travel size because they specify full size on her just like they do the other items. Actually, I fib. So this could be the full size because another item in here they call full size, but I know is the full size. So it's probably the full size. So that is $18. So the next thing is Grande Lips Hydro Plump Plumbing Lipstick in Vintage Rose. So this is what it looks like. I am not going to swatch this because I plan to put this in the contest because I do not ever put plumping products on my lips. The reason plumping products work is because it's causing a change or a chemical reaction on your lips, which basically, from what my dermatologist told me, is an allergic reaction if I'm proper. But I personally, I have so many allergies, I don't need to instigate any reactions. You should see my medical charts, like, ting. So I personally choose not to use those products, not slamming that brand, not slamming any of the other brands that use it, because there are people that live by them. Brandy does not. I cannot use them. So that, if you purchase it brand new, would be $25 for the full size. So the next thing is Real Chemistry's Environmental Rescue Daily Serum. I do want to read you this one because skincare, I personally think, is a little bit different category. So this one says, think of this lightweight serum as an invisible army of antioxidants. It fights against fine lines, improves elasticity, makes skin tone more even and bright. So this is normally $44 for a full size. This is the perfect introduction to it. You're not going to see long-term results, but you're going to see if the consistency is something you like. Prime example is me. I had a serum. I want to think it was like, this is not what it was, but it was like snail snot or snail saliva or some crazy thing that I actually think I got in a BirchBox, or maybe it was BoxyCharm. I think it was BirchBox though. I couldn't stand the consistency. It was like tacky forever. I hated it. In fact, the Elf Vitamin C Magic Serum or whatever, same way. It never matted down. So it gave me the idea, that's a serum I would never want to purchase. But there's two other serums that I found that I absolutely adore. So it's really important that when you're doing skincare with the prices that you can test them out, see if it works, you know. So that's made me kind of excited. I'm literally allergic to paying a lot for skincare because I always want to spend on makeup. But since I'm getting fine lines, I am trying to change my ways. So I definitely love that. So this one, I think in the video that was an epic fail, this is probably the longest I talked about a product. And so I think I'm actually going to try to cut it short when I retell the story. So this is my second bottle of this product. This is the Moroccan oil treatment. And it says for fine or light colored hair. So they actually, it looks like this isn't the same product I used to have, but it smells the same and has the same consistency. Maybe they just changed it to be for certain colors. So I would use this on my hair at bedtime, and I would not need to blow dry my hair in the morning. It would look like it was blown out and straightened. Not as much volume as a blowout, but the smoothness of the hair cuticles, it was amazing. So this was sitting next to my bed. I had had ankle surgery. I had my ankle rebuilt, all kinds of crazy stuff done to it, and it was a pretty in-depth surgery, and so I was in my bed a lot. And I'm trying to help the scar heal and not be such a big, nasty, jagged mess. And I was using vitamin E oil on it. Well, I couldn't find my vitamin E oil anywhere. It turned out I had used it on my cuticles in the other room. Didn't know it at the time. Obviously looked past it a few times because I found it the next day. But I used this because it was oil, and we know that Moroccan oil isn't anything unhealthy, unsanitary. I used this, and I loved how much it smoothed the area as anybody who's got a scar knows, when they're kind of healing and getting back to, like, they're never normal skin again, but I want to say, I guess just during the healing process, and even after for a while, your scars itch. It's just the skin tightening because it is scar tissue and everything else. This stopped all the itching because it smoothed it out and everything. And now I end up using the rest of my bottle pretty much on my ankle, and I have such the smallest scar ever. Like, you really have to look to even notice I have it. So I just say that this is a diverse product, even if it wasn't use intended, and I love how it treated my hair as well. So the next item, because I already filmed once, is out of the package, but this is the Beauty Blender. So if I were to do like this, would that work? Anyways, it's the Beauty Blender Be Cheeky. So I did forget to give you, I always do, the price of that. That was $34 for the Moroccan oil. If you don't purchase the full one, I probably will. Just being transparent. Hair oils like makeup to me. I have a whole collection, and every time I get a new one, I'm like, it works better than the last one, and I go grab one. So the Beauty Blender Cheeky is meant to be for liquid blush, liquid highlight, creams, things like that. It is bigger than like the little inner corner or contour ones, but it is obviously a lot smaller than a normal Beauty Blender. And I'm sure when it's wet, it will swell. So this says it's perfect size for creamer, powder, blushes, or highlighters. It's designed to curb in the apples of your cheeks. My issue with this, and I kind of went on a tangent in my last video, so maybe I'll be able to tone it down now that I'm redoing the video. $16. I think it was $12 for Real Techniques. I got 3 or 4 of these. Like, I'm sorry, $16 for one sponge, I'm out. It's not going to happen. And that's all I have to say about it. It's not going to happen. So the last thing is, and this is what the box looks like. It is out of the box again because I don't know how to turn my mic on, obviously. But it is the High Beam by Benefit. So it is definitely a travel size. Now, I will say, these liquid highlighters go bad in 6 months. So that is the perfect size for me. I don't know if I'd be motivated to buy the real one now, only because it goes bad in 6 months. Now, when I go to Sephora later, I have a gift card for Mother's Day. I'm not breaking the no buy. I am going to check and see what the life is. I don't think Benefit is at Sephora now that I think about it. I think I have to go to Ulta for that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll stop at Ulta on the way back. I did want to stop at TJ Maxx and Marshall's and see kind of what they were getting in. I haven't been in a couple month or so. So this is a highlighter that is, I mean, it's definitely a liquid highlighter. It's not at all a cream. It's purely liquid. In fact, that is before I blend it all. So if I blend this out, it creates just the lightest shimmer. And it's not like super holographic or anything else, so I just think it's going to be really pretty. Now, if I'm really honest, this has been in my Ulta favorites for 9 months. So I was pretty giddy about this box. So if I were to summarize my feelings on this box with the updated items and stuff, I definitely think they made a great try of it. Having 2 full-size products and 3 samples, I think is more than reasonable for $15. I personally, one of the things, actually, when I was filming the first time, I couldn't like put my finger on why BirchBox was so different for everything, and I think I finally pinpointed what it is. Every time I go on BirchBox, typically you can either pick 1 or 2 samples like you really, I think it's 1 sample you really want, or you could pick curated box. This is the only month I've ever done a curated box. I am pretty darn happy with it. But usually you have no idea what you're getting until it ships if you don't do a curated box. You know the one item and that's it. So part of me doesn't like that instant gratification being taken away, but I can survive. I'm an adult. That's no big deal. But what I started thinking about is every single time I log in, it's kind of like just pick the best one, but none of them are really great. And I'm not saying that the boxes aren't great. I'm talking about for my taste, my uses, my preferences. So when I go on to Ipsy, I can't tell you the last time I was like, ew, what'd they do this month? Now don't get me wrong. They have off months. BoxyCharm has off months. But for me, BirchBox has been every single month I log in, and I'm like, well, I have to pick one. So I think that's part of what it is. So I would definitely be open to using this box again in the future. I kind of want to watch and see what they do with these changes and the box increase. I got better items in this box. I guess that's it. I guess I just kind of want to wait and see before I spend any money on it anymore. So if you've made it this far and you liked any portion of this video, will you please comment below what your favorite subscription box is? What subscription box just get you stoked the day it's coming home. Coming home. Like it's a baby. The day it's coming in the mail. Which one, like, literally just gets you going? I'm just curious what other people's passions are. If I were to go by social media, what I view, I think that BoxyCharm is pretty killing the game. But I see a lot about FabFitFun as well. And then Ipsy, I definitely see, but not like it used to be. Like a year ago when I was subscribing, everybody was talking about Ipsy. So I would love to know what your favorite is. And then if you got BirchBox this month, what do you think? Should we keep it? Should we get, like, what is your opinion? And are you keeping it? So I hope that you like this video. I do hope that you will like, subscribe, ring the bell. I think I say this in every video the same way. I wish it wasn't like a, you know, repetitive thing, but you know we have to say it. So, and I would love if you would ring the bell for notifications. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and hopefully this is the last time I have to film this.